Hello and welcome. I'm Kateria, also known as Monoxus. I am a professional tarot reader and I'm here to show you my tarot collection. As always, the video is timestamped for your convenience, so feel free to skip to wherever you wish to start. My flip through is comment free if you want to get straight to the goods. Today I have the Cosmic Cant Tarot. Mine is the mass-produced edition as I missed out on the indie first print. I paid $27 Canadian on Amazon and shipping was free. Shipping took 2 days, as standard Amazon is. Okay, so the elephant in the room. I can't say the name out loud, otherwise YouTube will kill me. I will set the expectations that the humor of the name is a theme throughout the deck. Like, there is a suit of probes, which is going to look exactly what it sounds like. The deck's off the rails, and it doesn't take itself seriously at all, and I love it for that reason. You may be familiar with Sam West from her Macabre Tarot. It's the one that has the box that opens up like a coffin and makes like the coffin sound. I don't know if I'm going to be adding that one to my collection. She also does have the Rainbow Moon Tarot, which is really pretty. It's just not my style. It's a little too Gen Z for me. So I'm going to leave that one out of my collection. Basically, her other decks doesn't really do a whole lot for me, but this one I really need to get my hands on. So this is a 78 card deck using the RWS system, although the suits have been renamed. So the wands are probes, as aforementioned. The cups are specimens, the swords are ray guns, and the pentacles are discs. So let's get into it. All right, so the box, it's right small, and listen, they're not mincing meat when it goes right into what to expect with the deck itself. Now the color of the box itself, or in this color that's again a theme throughout the deck, it is like a chartreuse color. It's kind of hard to explain. I got like the Moon Tarot here, so I might have to color correct this video a little bit to kind of show the color, but it is that really kind of almost lime green. So we have the box, we have the deck, and honestly can't complain about the box itself. I'll go into the card quality here shortly, but let's look at the little white book. So as always, I recommend not to rely on the little white books when it comes to in-depth study unless you wish to have a more intuitive reading style. I prefer my little white books to instead give me insight on the artist's decisions for the imagery, symbolism, and depictions. Now the question is, does this succeed at this? It's cute. Try not to spoil too much here, so I'll skip forward a little bit. But yeah, we got some introduction. It does tell you the types of suits that they're using, how to read tarot. If this is your first deck, so this would be a really cute gift, I would think. Let's take a look here. Some spreads. Look at you, fresh out of the egg, dripping with egg goop. Yeah, like, they're definitely taking the piss out of this. I would say the descriptions are pretty decent. There isn't like your uprights or reversals if that's what you choose to read. But the description of the cards are pretty like, everything's on fire, literally everything around you is burning to the ground. Yeah, it's pretty fun and quirky, so it's really giving the overall vibe of what it's gunning for. I think this would be really helpful for normies, so like people who are not tarot readers but they're just playing around a little bit. If they're just starting with tarot and they want to take the piss out of it and they just want to have fun with their friends, like, the little white book's cute. There's nothing to complain about here, but if this is your first tarot deck and you want to get deep into tarot, obviously you don't want to rely on that in any way, shape, or form. Now when it comes to the edging, we got that really nice lime green, that chartreuse color. It's super nice. Back the cards is nice. I did notice that if we get up close here, it is like a repeated design. You can kind of see in the center here. If you look very closely, you can see again, they just kind of designed this portion and then repeated it all around. But it's nice. It definitely, I'm not going to complain about it. So grab my RWS again. So if we're comparing size, yeah, so size-wise, it's a nice palm-sized deck, which is really fun. When it comes to the card quality, again, we know what a Rider-Waite looks like. Yeah, that's actually pretty similar, but this is kind of more of a matte finish. It's almost like art paper. So once I get to the point of shuffling this deck, we'll see how that feels. But so far, it's not too bad. So I'm going to get right into the flip through, and we'll see what you guys think. So if I want to talk about my favorites, these are my 5 favorite here. So I'll start with the King of Probes. I don't know what it is about one-eyed aliens. I just think they're hilarious, and it's very much so like communicates alien to me. It makes me happy. It just feels like cartoons, and I don't know, the second I saw it, I'm like, I'd hang out with him. He's pretty cool. 10 of Ray Guns is so dramatic, and I love it. It's like the only card that has like a disintegration like scene, and the little skeleton. It's so stupid, and I love it. Listen, I hope that anybody watching this, the second you saw the Hermit, you're like, yep, that tracks. Because anytime the Hermit comes up in my readings, this is the first thing I want to do, because self-care is important, and having introspection and just watching trash TV on the bed, can't go wrong with it. When it comes to the 10 of Specimens, so everything else is kind of, again, tongue-in-cheek, it's really fun. But I actually really like the simplicity of the 10 of Specimen, or 10 of Cups here. It's very, very indicative of what the meaning is. It's very simplistic, it's very minimalistic. I really enjoy it. If we're looking at the 3 of Specimens, I just want to hang out with these girls. Like, look, they just look fun. And anytime that I want to hang out with the gals, that's what I'm thinking. So honestly, it just looks like a lot of fun. So when it comes to shuffling, it's really easy. That has a lot to do with the size of it, but the finish on it is really nice. It is that kind of art print finish. It's not like a regular matte finish. It does feel like quite smooth. It doesn't feel cheap. I know that there were some complaints, people said that it felt cheap. I don't agree with that. It definitely feels mass produced for sure, but it doesn't feel cheap. Like, I'm not seeing any curling, I'm not seeing any bending of the cards. It's really nice. And again, the size of the deck does lend very well to its shuffleability. So if we want to take a look at some final thoughts here, it's definitely a novelty deck, so it may not be helpful for like more serious topics. I would say it definitely succeeds at being pretty readable, because the imagery is not too like far divorced from the card meanings themselves. If we're going again off the RWS, which it claims to be an RWS card like deck, I would think this would be fun as parties. Like if you're going to a bachelorette party, or you're just drinking with the buds, this is really fun to kind of pull out, just to kind of make people feel easy about reading tarot, because it doesn't have to take tarot too seriously, and you don't have to take tarot too seriously at the end of the day. It would make a really cute gift, I would think, if this is the type of humor that you and your friends have. It's definitely my friend's sense of humor, so I think that it would definitely be a hit with the circles that I run into, for sure. So yeah, I hope this was helpful to you in some way. Follow me on my Instagram, which is at Phenoxis. I will be posting a spread inspired by the deck and aesthetic photos of this deck all week. If you check below, I do have a link to all my socials as well. And if you want to give an offering to the algorithm gods in my name, please like and subscribe, and comment below your favorite card from this deck. It helps me out a great deal, and I do post tarot reviews every Sunday, so you'll not be without. That's it for me, and good luck.